Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love? What hold this heart?
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Goblins and Gaze. I'm Aubrey, your GM, and I'll test for my players, introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and we'll get rolling into things.
Hello, I am Farris, she, her, and I play Alouette, also she, her, a bardic thaumaturge beastkin, doing her best while juggling a family curse, falling in love, and of course, the end of the world.
Hello, I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm playing Eurideux, formerly Moran. Still a problem. Just angrier now. They are a blood hunter Nephilim problem. Just trying to fix things even though it's all bad. They also use they, he pronouns.
Hi, I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth the Fourth. Dampier, dandy, rogue, failed matricide with a -1 constitution modifier. Laeth uses she, any pronouns.
Hi, I'm Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and today I'll be playing Nihil, who uses he, they pronouns. He cooks, he cleans, he eats people, and has an alien parasite living in his spine, slowly consuming him. What more could you ask for?
So, what exactly happened last time?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of all of you. No, actually, I'm gonna beat the shit out of everyone except Dusty, because Dusty had no part in this, to clarify. And also, like, the people who are just listening, you guys did nothing wrong. These okay. So, we found a bunch of monsters, which is not good, and we had a combat where Aubrey consistently rolled nat 20s, which was very not fun for us. Call that the Crit Machine 5000, aka Please Stop. I think everyone got crit at least once, and Dusty got crit like 2 or 3 times. Fantastic. These were not supposed to be difficult enemies. Aubrey just kept rolling higher, like, channeled Aki for a second with that one. So we were getting our asses kicked, and then unfortunately, Talus came to help us. I say unfortunately because we still hate his guts. He was like, quickly, this way. And we're like, can't we just die instead? And everyone's like, no, we probably shouldn't just die instead. And they might have lore. So we went and followed Talus to a secret ship mansion under the ground. Lou was there. And when I say Lou was there, I'm saying it with like little parentheses that you can't see because I'm about to get really mad in like 10 seconds. So Lou was there. We ended up talking, filling each other in on the story and everything like that. I went to prepare lunch as usual, the best I can, in the shit kitchen 5000 I had to make. And Lou and Laeth had a conversation kind of talking about their actual feelings for once, which was actually kind of. And they kissed, which was very great. And I was like, finally, these fuckers are kissing. And then Aubrey looks me dead in the eyes and say, hey, guess who got temporarily replaced by, what's her face? Mirror bitch.
The Lady of Thorns.
The Lady in Thorns. Okay, I'm about to shove a thorn in your ass. Thanks for filling me in, though. But Lady in Thorns had actually replaced Lou. Lou was kidnapped by the Fae Queen very briefly because, honestly, the Fae Queen, I guess, just really likes bitches that can't confess their feelings and loves making convoluted love triangles out of everything. A love triangle with herself, but there's just 2 people in this love triangle, but somehow it's a love triangle because, like, they're each crushing on each other. But, like, I don't know what's going on with these 2, and I don't want to know, and it's stressing me out. So, it wasn't actually Lou that kissed Laeth. Instead of having a normal conversation about it, Laeth had a mental breakdown and did not bring it up, which is typical Laeth fashion. So, Yuri and Lou had a conversation, kind of filling it in. Lou came back in a fucking like beautiful dress, by the way. So everyone was just giving her a side eye, like, where'd you get that in the hole? Laeth tried to talk to Lou's mom, who's currently a giant corrupted bird monster, and could not really get much out of her, but a bunch of yeses and nos. So she understands what we're saying, but she can't talk, which is very interesting. If she has opposable thumbs, we could teach her sign language. That'll be interesting. But that's the gist of it. Also, Talis might be Lou's mom. That was an accidental plot that we put together. But don't shake your head. It might be true. Say hi to Papa. But yeah, that's roughly what happened. Every day, come on, man, just please talk about your feelings like normal people instead of going into 37 different plot threads on how you can kiss each other, but also not kiss each other. I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you at this point. I'm going to be on the fucking floor crying. At this point, I'm going to date one of you, and I don't even want to. Just to end this stupid fucking shit. Anyways, I love you all. Clarify. I've just been watching this.
I believe last session you both ended in search of everyone else to explain what happened. So that's where we're going to pick up, with all of you sitting around this ruined table, eating the closest thing to food you have. Well-prepared trail rations.
That's the whole story.
So when exactly? How long? Was it from the circus?
No. Just, I don't know, a little after I got down here, into this beautiful and fun location that we are in. Then I was not here, which was fun. It wasn't fun, but that is an option for us now. We could have a potential ally.
Did you tell exactly what Mab told you?
Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
So, how do you feel about that, Laeth?
Laeth's face is doing some complicated micro expressions, because from listening to Lou the first time, she thought that Lou had been gone since the circus. So it's both relief and also the opposite of relief that, like, through the ball and everything was our Lou. But she will say, I mean, obviously allies are useful, but not at the expense of caging one of us in Maybid.
I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't have to be now. It could be after, or if, we stop the Tyrant.
That's still 50 years. 5-0, right? Not 1-5? 5-0?
I heard it as 5-0. I'm pretty sure I clarified that same point. And, it's not like anyone would really...
Yuri's gonna look at you before... Don't you?
You could come visit.
I don't know if...
I don't exactly have anyone to go back to anymore.
Well...
Neither do you.
That's true. I mean, do you maybe just want to offer me instead? I could probably make them break up with me by the time after all this. Apparently, it's one of my special skills that people keep trying to hammer into my head.
That is gonna make Lou laugh.
Running away to a whole different country to get away from your exes you were now? Usually just your district works.
I think maybe a fake queen is a dangerous ex to have.
I have a lot of dangerous exes already. So, this is mostly a joke. I listen.
I do not feel like I should be selling off my cousin, so. No.
But you're fine with selling off yourself?
Someone is going to anyway, right?
Okay, like I just need to say, Lou, and I'm letting you know right now, next time I see Barry, I am gonna beat his fucking ass.
What, did I also tell you the fun fact about Talus? Or did other me tell you the fun fact about Talus?
What fun fact about that fucker?
Oh, well, so not only is he, my mother's lover, that is the reason that Bernard, my father, went a little, just did the bird thing. She started it all.
He was jealous, so
She
he
she
invoked a
cheated on
curse?
him, and so yes.
Did he know that it would transfer to the rest of you?
Says- Oh no, I don't think it was the whole curse. I'm pretty sure. I'm not the expert. The curse is much older than just my mother.
Yeah, it is older than, like, my father has it, but I think it's older than them.
Cheat on Bernard too?
God, I hope not.
So, but your mother's taste in people.
Bad.
I mean, maybe that runs in the family because Hortensia is a piece of work. Since we're already, stuck here, I don't know if I mentioned Hortensia has been poisoning my father for I don't know how long.
Oh, you had a message that implied something like that, but you did not have time to elaborate.
Yeah, the poison that people were going to drink at the ball, the masquerade, mind you, she's been microdosing father with that for a long time. Remember how I told you those pills that she was giving my dad for the curse? That was poison.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. It's, I guess, in microdoses makes someone sluggish, makes someone weak, makes them slightly enfeebled, paralyzed, just gets kind of worse and worse and worse from there.
I'm sorry, Yuri. He's currently with, Papa.
I burned all of their notes. Well, burn. Bloodline stabbed me and fire went everywhere in the office. I did get rid of the remaining medicine, pills, poison, fucking whatever. Maybe father's curse just gets out of control and kills everyone.
That is a pretty terrible thing to want, I think.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, I understand. It is, we are very... I don't know. I'm tired.
So now, any new revelations for you happen recently since we're all sharing?
For me?
Nihil.
Oh.
I wave, completely out of the loop of all the rich people drama. I'm just here to cook the food. I'm like, yeah, it seems like you guys have a lot going on with your families.
Wasn't your sister at the masquerade?
You have a sister?
And quite wanting to kill you, no?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's not really important right now, but yeah.
Well, it's not like we have anything better to do. If
Or
you want
is
to
it
Yeah, we
just
do
like-
actually have better things to do than to talk about things. We have to figure out what we're gonna do with Talus. We gotta re-go over that.
Wait, why do they want to kill you? Is this something we need to be concerned about?
I eat
She's in
people.
the Twilight Watch.
That's a
She
little
knows.
concerning.
I thought you guys knew I eat people.
No, your sister knows that
the
you.
Twilight Watch deal.
Well,
We'll file that. That's important to know what kind of people we have to look out for, even more so.
Did you eat someone in front of her?
next question. No, I didn't. Just look side eyes, just like, why are we interrogating me about my life? It's not relevant to the drama going on right now, respectfully.
Sorry about your sister.
Thanks. No, I didn't eat someone in front of her. It's just a long story, but she wants me dead, and I do eat people, so.
Maybe
Well, we
one
can-
day you can reconcile.
Probably not.
Okay.
Hey, if I could make... No, that was all Lou. I think Saxo really liked you, Lou.
I might have torched it at the end, but I think that is my bad.
Okay.
So, Lou, now that you're actually Lou, I need to repeat a question that I asked actually. Do you want to free your mom from the curse that she's in, knowing everything that you know about her?
Of course.
Okay. Do you want to be free of your curse that you're on?
Of course.
So, it seems like the best course of action for us is to potentially get the book that Talus is looking for, and then, Talus is not in the room with us, right? That guy's
Absolutely
gone.
not.
Okay,
Banned.
perfect.
He's banned from group conversations.
So my suggestion was...
Gonna stab him if he walks in here.
Yeah, my suggestion was we go and get the book with him, and then once, like, we've gotten it so that we can use to cure both you and your mom, we just kill him and I eat him so he does not come back from the dead again.
I don't deny that he is really dreadful and does not... I mean, we have killed him before, yes, but that was walking in and we confronted him and then he turned and tried to kill us. Actually, he might have tried to kill us first, which feels a little different than betraying him and stabbing him in the back.
He's highly motivated, and there's other things for Juniper to be working on. If he's willing to break the curse, we might as well use him. Keep him around for a little while.
I don't know if we should introduce him back to Juniper.
Oh, no, I meant separately.
Oh.
But if we killed him, it would be Juniper working on the curse.
Yes, that is true. That is true. The other thought process that I had been considering was to simply get the information they need and then tell my mother to fly them as far away from Malakad as they can go, and then she can deal with it there, while she still has wings.
I don't think it's a good idea to let him live any longer than we let him already. I have an alchemist that I could ask for a little bit of advice for or help from that's been helping me. If we really need to. But I don't think we can trust him in any capacity, and there's no reason that he'd be actually motivated to help any of us once he gets what he wants. And he's already done a lot of bad things that he could have fixed up until this point. I don't think it's a good idea letting him live any longer than we have to, simply because he's probably going to backstab us if we don't backstab him first. He's already tried to kill us once, and that's one too many times for me.
As you're having this conversation, you hear the sound of someone clearing their throat.
Oh, is it Talus?
It's either that or it's the bird, and I think you're pretty spot on the money with that one.
No, we
I
did
say
you're not.
bluntly, I think we need to kill Talus, and then just turn my head to lock eyes with Talus with no hesitation.
And he goes, I'm sorry for overhearing, but this house is very drafty and you are all quite loud.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what happens.
Good.
But yes.
That's all right. You can know. We don't trust
I'm
you.
fully aware that I'm not making it out of this. But maybe not for the reasons that you're aware of.
Oh, the Tyrant gonna come claim his own?
No. Sort of sidles into the room and he lays out a map on the table. This is the map of the Historical Society. And in the Historical Society, there are coffers from some of the oldest families in Malakad that can only be opened by their descendants.
Uh-huh.
I will get you into mine. As he's doing this, he's trying to roll up the sleeves on his shirt, and sort of spiraling down his right arm is this growth of vines. He says, unfortunately, my time is running out.
Is that the Eld?
Unfortunately, yes.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer person. I'm so sorry.
Yes. Well, none of you will miss me, and I'm aware of that. So
I have
suggest
one
we-
a very inappropriate question.
no, you cannot eat me. You would not
No.
want to eat me.
That was not the inappropriate question. Lou, can you look away and cover your ears for a second, please?
Gonna look at Yuri with a whatever this is. You better tell me in a minute, and then comply.
And I gotta look at Talus and be like, so this coffer can only be opened by someone of your bloodline, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna be blunt. Are you Lou's dad?
No, I did not meet Eloquence until 15 years ago.
Okay, so that answers
Thank
that
goodness.
question.
Fuck. Okay.
I had to
Good.
know.
Shit. Good. Fuck. No, actually, full offense. Sorry. I'm gonna then motion for Lou. Not your dad.
That was a concern?
Okay, I had to make sure.
Apparently.
Genuine. Is there a coffer for Lou's dad then?
Not
As Luke-
Lou's dad. It would have been mine.
the
There
Valairs.
is one for the Valairs in there.
What about the Morans?
Who looks at the map? Unfortunately, I don't think so.
What about
I
for
think they
Laeth?
may have
Laeth,
still
right?
been Valairs at that time before they branched out.
That's fair.
Idrisi?
Yes, there is as well.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
Yes, some of the oldest families in Malakad left items here. Old records, things that were meant to be passed down through generations. There for safekeeping.
Mother would hate if I ended up with those. How long have you been down here, Talus?
A month or two. It's hard to keep track of the days.
Have you seen other people, not Eld?
He thinks, and he was like, as far as I'm aware, I've only seen the Eld, but I've been doing my best to try and avoid anyone that is not Eloquence. Simply because it's easier that way.
Okay, sure. Well, we get there. You help us get what you offered us. We see if we could get anything else from our family. Hopefully they get the elevator down here or we figure out a way out. You'd be doing a good service for the world more than you've ever done in your blissful life.
Yes, well, There is one slight problem with the Historical Society is that it has been
course.
taken over by the Eld. There's a nest there. That's when I got this. When the last time I tried to get there.
Well, is there like a Eld repellent?
It's called
or an
fire.
alchemical thing? Oh, you're in luck.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a limited amount of alchemist's fires that you can use as well.
That is what I was going to ask.
Do you?
Any torches or anything around here?
There might be some.
Gunpowder?
Not in the house that I'm aware of, but you may be able to scrounge some up from the surrounding abodes.
Okay. Well, if you could supply me, Nihil, if you could supply me with some like healing potions, I could cause a lot of fiery destruction myself.
Yeah, I mean, healing potions aren't the best, but I can make a bunch of them for you as long as you're willing to drink them and chug them.
Yeah, I just, unfortunately, my fire is a little painful, which is why. Was it just the one room of my house that got burned, or was a lot more of it burned down? It was, a little woozy.
Do you remember the part where I said you don't have anywhere to go home to either?
Oh, quite literally.
Yeah,
okay.
it is gone.
I'll process that later.
Sorry.
Okay. So, as you can see, that's a start.
Yes, well, I think our best bet is to try first thing in the morning. Everyone rest and prepare. I will make as many alchemist's fires as I have reagents for. And plan is to try and get in as stealthily as possible, but there will probably come a point where stealth isn't an option. And you watch as he marks on the map with his with some chalk and charcoal actually, sort of showing you that the historical society itself is essentially, think of your classic museum layout, where it is meant to be a giant circle. And sort of directly in the center, that is where the nest is.
If we take out the nest, does it take out the rest of them, or we'll still have to fight our way out?
You will still have to fight your way out. They won't be able to make more in that area, but once you attack that nest, any of the surrounding ones will know.
Did you get a count of how many there are?
My last count, when I went there last, it was 7 or 8.
Does anyone here know how to make traps with fire traps? Is that a thing? That is a thing that we can do?
It's not a thing that I can do, but let me check. I'm gonna pull up my little spell book and be like, let's look at some spells that I might be able to have really quickly.
Probably jerry rig something. I've made traps before.
Combustible material, look for oil or something and surrounding houses.
I'm gonna look through a couple shots for my pistol that I brought with me. So we need something to be set off far away, or rather something to cause a distraction.
Also a good idea, maybe.
Where in Aubrey GM, where in conjunction to the center of the thing where the nest is where we need to be? Is it like past that? Is it like on the other, like
Directly
wing
below.
of? Oh,
Yeah.
great.
The coffers are directly below where the vaults are.
It's like these elves were looking for something. Okay.
Hmm.
It is a
I have-
possibility. They are sentient.
Terrifying.
I have one cantrip guard that can do fire, so that is an option. But it is only the one.
Sadly, I'm not much of a fiery guy.
Nor am I.
Aubrey, could I roll like maybe like a crafting check to see if I could figure out like anything I can remember?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a crafting check.
That is what's my crafting? A 21.
A 21. The big thing with fire is that there are very limited resources, and especially for something like that, you would need an accelerant. The same kind of thing that Talus is going to need to make the alchemist's fire.
Best bet would be a way to set off alchemist fire maybe at different spots, or just make a really great throw. We could maybe use some old cloth, try to get some torches set up with whatever's around this place, break down this table or some of the chairs.
Search nearby houses for any liquor.
Liquor's good. Liquor, gunpowder, dry stuff. If there's some books, we could probably use as tinder.
I think that what we should do, maybe, a suggestion for what maybe is an okay idea, is to leave these fire implements of some kind on our way so that we have an escape route, and all we have to do is set them off as we run away.
It's a good call.
Especially if we can find a way to hit a sort of like a bottleneck. Preferably like a stone bottleneck, so we don't spread it to the houses.
Yeah. I mean, if where we need to be is directly under this nest, it's going to be protected, but if we could get something going off to one wing, it leaves it available to go in fast, get what we need, set it up on the way out.
Because I don't think that with our current group, it is wise to stay and fight them all. I think we should fight as few as possible to get what we need and to leave.
Absolutely.
The torches outside this manor, do they keep them away?
Yes, they keep them away from the manor. I used little bits of my alchemist's fire to keep them burning for long hours.
Oh, nothing magical then, just
Alchemy.
fire.
Fire.
Fair enough. How close on the map are the sort of three vaults of interest? The Idrisi, Valaire, and Talus family ones?
They're in the same row. They're like a few separated, but they're all relatively close together.
Sweet.
Nice.
Also, Aubrey, do I know that for Eld, their primary weakness is fire, or they don't like fire? Do I remember or know anything else?
If you want to give me any kind of nature check, if you have it,
Monster lore?
or monster lore, yeah, you can do a monster lore.
It's the same, but it's more thematic.
Mm.
Hey, that's a nat 20 for 29.
Nice.
Isn't that 20? Well, so you fire. Fire's the big weakness. They are a fungus. They are a plant, and those are all vulnerable to fire. But now that you see it on Talus's arm, you remember one of the big things about the eldest. They are a fungus. They infect. They infect things that are decaying, especially. And Talus did die. He is currently reanimated and living due to the clockwork mechanism in his heart. Which...
Damn, if I cared about him, I'd try to find a way to save him. But honestly, this just saves us the trouble.
Well, that means they're dead. So he like healing, right? That's Dustin.
I mean, they are still living creatures. They aren't like made of void energy. They are plants. Like Talus is, animated currently thanks to all of the clockwork mechanisms in his body.
You would think that someone draining Dampiers to sustain their life wouldn't want to be around fungus creatures that infect the decaying.
What a good point.
Oh, from
But she fell down
spoon.
here. The spoon?
I remember I found the spoon to track for stuff. It's not important.
Forgot about that. Okay.
Where? Huh. Is that you, Talus? Or is that someone completely different? Are you also like dealing with Dampier shit?
No.
So there's some other fucker down here.
Yes.
Great. An unknown.
There's a lot. There's an entire district lots of places to hide.
Okay.
Why have you not brought my mother with you on these attacks of the Historical Society? I would think she would be so useful.
She's not very stealthy.
But
Which
she can
means-
fly?
She could distract. Give her some alchemist fire and
Drop
firebomb.
bombs, yes!
Well, if you would like to ask, I never felt comfortable asking.
I have no problem. She owes me a little something, I think.
Why don't you go talk to your mother? Laeth, if you want to join me, like, I want to go to the nearby houses. If you want to join me, like, to find liquor or something. For explosives, not for drinking. It's probably bad anyways.
Lake's face falls a little bit, but
I
she'll
know,
still
I'm
sort of
sorry.
shrug.
If you are going, then you should take this with you. I think you should be able to... maybe it'll work. I don't actually know if it works without me, but you should take it anyway just in case, and I will give you my chalice. Just little sips, though.
I'm gonna motion for Laeth to take it.
That's who I was offering it to anyway.
So there.
Question: are these guys giving each other like a little bit of a look? Like, is there like unresolved tension in the way that they're interacting with each other? Yes or no?
Unresolved sapphication.
When is there not?
I was going to say, I don't think it's any different than it has been since you've known them, really.
Okay, can
It's
I?
just the ambient level.
Can I
Yeah.
just? Okay, I think Nihil is just gonna look between you two and just say it and just be like, is there something going on between you guys? Because I'm not very apt with like social interactions, but it seems like you guys have been like dating and not dating at the same time, and I have no idea what's going on.
Well, as a tip for better social interactions in the future, you should not ask that.
Your tip has been noted. Could I get an answer though?
No, I think an
Looks
answer
to
would be
Lou.
great.
I think this is for another time.
Okay.
I mean,
Niall,
gonna-
why don't you go like make sure you go with Lou to make sure Dallas doesn't try any fuckery or the mom doesn't try fuckery. We're gonna go look for liquor. Or gunpowder. Or flammable stuff.
okay.
We're dropping the topic for it now.
Oh, okay, I guess so. No, I'm just confused. Like, why are we dropping the topic? I don't see the problem here, but like clearly everyone does. So, all right. We
Yeah.
can drop the topic for now.
Just for now. So who's going first?
You guys.
Yeah, if you're going out to search for stuff, I'm going to need two rolls. First roll is you're going to want to be doing this stealthily, so I'm going to need a stealth roll, and then I'm going to need a perception roll.
Can we split off from each other so that I don't get dragged down by Yuri's stealth?
Yeah, you can, but it means that if things go bad, you are going to be alone.
I'm sure
have
nothing
hero
will go
points.
bad.
You have a hero point.
The hero point. Well, between us, we have two.
It's fair.
I'm sorry, stealth and perception?
Yep, first stealth to see how well and then perception.
30 stealth for me. And 35 perception.
I got a 27 stealth. My stealth is no longer bullshit because I took untrained improvisation. My favorite feat in all of Pathfinder 2nd edition. And perception is going to be a 32.
32. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Having all of these giant dice from magic boxes is nice. But you don't see any eld when you're moving around and checking the nearby houses. It's fabrics and things are hard to come by because it has been years in this incredibly damp climate. And most of it is just rotted away. But alcohol is a lot easier to find because a lot of times it's kept, in places that would be away from the damp. So yeah, you're able to find several bottles of alcohol.
Okay, with our really good rolls, is there like a really nice alcohol we find?
I mean, you're in kind of like an area where nobles would be. So yeah, you're able to find some like nicer alcohol, lots of vodka.
Okay, I see how these nobles party.
Potatoes are real popular, so it's easy to make vodka.
Say for instance, we find some heavily herbed, like fancy liquor, and while looking at it, like gathering all the stuff up, I'm gonna ask Laeth. So I heard that you and Lou finally fucking talked.
And it was actually Alouette. I thought that it was the mirror one. Lady of Thorns.
Good. What was the conversation? I know you two had the conversation right before she came back. What was that?
We had a conversation, Eurideux, about how you knew that Alouette had started these rumors of engagement, and rather than telling me,
I
you
promised
just
her.
pushed us together and then
Yes.
got yourself kidnapped.
Well, that wasn't on purpose. That second part wasn't on purpose. Look, I promised Lou to not tell anyone. So when you happen to stumble upon it, that's why I told you to fucking talk to her. But hey, you two talked. I noticed the ring, right? The Valair signet ring.
That's up to you.
Yes, I absolutely noticed that.
Yeah, I don't
And I'm
think
just-
Laeth is trying to hide it.
I'm going to motion with my ring finger and be like, so, gotta be the best man or what?
On whose side?
That's a great question. But, progress, right?
What, that she wanted to lean into the scandal in case we needed a distraction to save you?
I'm gonna motion to a rotted table or chair. Sit, please. We have a couple minutes. Sit, and I'm gonna find the cleanest glasses possible to pour out this heavily herbed wine, a shot for both of us.
Laeth will not sit, but will take the shot.
And I'm gonna look at you and say, Laeth, for once in your life, open your fucking eyes. Okay? We get out of this. You just need to. I'm tired. Look, I'm so tired of trying to go between you two. I love both of you, but come on. You. No one is as good of an actor as you are. So if you've seen the way Alouette looks at you, it's not fucking fake.
Do you know what I saw, Eurideux? I am a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a proper spy, but I know how these things work. I know how to mirror people, their emotions, how to get them to open up more. That's what the Lady of Thorns did, and it is so vastly different from how Alouette has ever actually treated me. I should have immediately known. The only thing that's come into clarity recently is, well,
What? Say it with your chest.
Why? We both know.
Both know what? That you're lying to yourself? See that laugh? That laugh. You do that laugh whenever you compliment me. So I know you're lying. Look.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I know. So why do you think I have so many exes? Anyways. You build a wall around yourself that Lou has been unable to conquer. And when you keep saying things that are pushing her away, she's going to take it at face value because she doesn't want to hurt you. And the Lady of Thorns has no preconceptions. That is someone literally made to manipulate. So, if they said something that made it seem like something was real, that means, from my understanding of the Lady of Thorns, that means that thought was there the whole time.
No, it doesn't. It means she was just mirroring. Eurideux, she was just trying to get closer for whatever game it is that the Fae Courts are playing. You
But
think that
Lou's
I
not
have...
Lou's not a Fae.
No, she's not, but she was replaced by one when things happened, and you say that I'm building a wall around myself, but mean, have you considered that I'm just building it around Alouette to keep her safe? I'd think that you would support that.
When did this happen? Pointing to the ring finger.
When we talked before the ball, we decided to lean into the engagement.
Yuri's gonna pour another shot for only themselves. Lean in.
I know you don't think tactically, Eurideux, but it was a sound decision from a society point of view.
Mm-hmm. Look. I said what I said. Not everyone thinks like you. Honestly, I would rather have someone that's willing to jump into a fucking endless pit to save someone they love than whatever else that Barry has in mind. I don't want the nobles around here fucking suck. Look at us.
I mean, you won't get disagreement on that from me, but I don't see your point. Before things happened with Nadia, back when we were at the Crow and Hammer, I mean, she was making friends with a lot of non-nobles, and maybe that's a better path for her.
Hey, I will not take you calling my cousin like someone that loves being around the poor and being around the nasty. Because that's how you're saying it, Miss Idrisi. Just after this, just fucking tell her how you feel. Okay? Or I'm gonna say it for you. Because I'm tired of you blocking each other. It just...
You're welcome to try, but she won't believe you, and she certainly wouldn't believe me.
I don't think that's true. So, anyways, grab her up all that liquor. We're gonna make some bombs.
Did people, I mean, the district just sort of like fell into a pit. Did people take their stuff?
So, the thing is, no one knew this was going to happen when it did.
Right.
So, people were stuck down here because there really was no easy way to get them out. So, yeah, people did whatever they needed to survive. There are tunnels here that lead somewhere. Maybe people have mapped them, but who knows? Like, it looks like essentials were taken. Like, people knew they needed to figure out a way to get out and survive, so food and things like that would be long bad anyways, but it's gone, where people didn't take alcohol because it wasn't an essential.
No, I was just thinking, like, notable families lived here. Is there anything that we could scavenge, like heirlooms or trinkets that they would want back for a price?
You could try, if you wanted to give me another perception check.
Did the Scriabins ever live here? I mean, they're not rich. They're new money.
Okay.
No, they never did.
I am going to use my hero point.
And I mean, there were some families of prominence that lived in Hollow Haunt. There weren't that many because one of the things about Hollow Haunt is the ground itself was probably the ground in Hollow Haunt was the best for farming.
Okay, I see.
So there were some like older families that had like built up, but also Hollow Haunt was one of the original districts. So people from there would become prominent and then usually move to like Starlight Bastion.
Right. Okay, cool. 36. Nope, not 36. 32 perception.
32. I mean, you're finding You're finding some family heirlooms and trinkets and things like that. But as you're going through and you're looking at it, a lot of these families have just died. They're because the only members of their family lived in this district, and so when everything fell, it fell. You can gather up probably upwards of 50 gold in trinkets and things like that you can sell at a later time. Rings, necklaces, things that were kept as heirlooms for people that will never need them now.
No one married out to any other prominent families?
It would take some time to figure that part out. If you, once you get back, you might be able to track down some of the people, but it's hard to say.
Yeah. Okay, I will take some shiny things and perhaps resolve to do a spot of blackmail in the future once we're back in the city.
Yeah. And you gather a number of liquor bottles, but not a lot to make like Molotov cocktails with.
But enough to like set out like splotches of alcohol where you throw a match and it goes.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
Hell yeah. Cool. What's Bird Mom saying?
That's a great question. What are you gonna...
Did Nihil come with me or no?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the stuff that I was told not to bring up again. I gotta do it, you know?
Well, Lou will just go to the mother and see how that goes. Are you bringing it up before we get there, or when do we get there?
I think, like, after Yuri has left earshot, I'm just gonna look at Lou and just be like, I think you know what I'm going to ask you.
Why not? A long time ago, Laeth and I were friends. Laeth and Yuri and I were all friends. I cannot believe I am telling this story now, but whatever. There was a party, and Laeth and I had snuck off to get away from the crowds. And I told Laeth I liked her beyond friendship, and I kissed her, and she left. She fled and never spoke to me again until prison. So that's the answer. That is what there is between us. Not to say she did not have good reason. She did, I found out finally, eventually, 8 years later. But, you know, I guess maybe she has even better reason now, since before. Well, I mean, I am a whole monster now, so if it was unsafe before, now with her mother, with mine, with me, it is not something I think that will ever resolve very positively.
I think, may I share my unsolicited opinion?
Why not? Everyone else does.
I'm sorry. But, this is a field I'm not particularly an expert in, but I know that, it's been 8 years, and, you said that she had, like, another reason to run off or something, right? Why did she run off then?
I suppose it was, to protect me, is what she told me. Her family being what it is.
I think both of you are adults, and both of you have words that you can use to communicate how you feel very effectively. It is fine if you guys do not end up, like, I don't know how it would resolve, but I think it should be resolved because right now everything that's happening is just back and forth. Very unfortunate. I think it sucks for me to have to say that you would have to take the initiative in this, but I think you should just say how you feel. Do you still like her? Do you still want to date her? I don't see the appeal. She's kind of not the nicest person, but I think if you like her, you should care for her. You know?
I have been in love with Laeth Idrisi since I was 19.
Okay. I think everything that you've told me, I think you really should tell her. And if she doesn't have the ability to be open about her feelings, then I don't know if that's something that you should truly go with. But you deserve to be able to express that you still love her and that while that hurt in the past, you'd like to talk about what happened and truly understand how she feels, because this is not going to go anywhere without just saying what you feel. I know there's supposed to be a bunch of nuances with this type of thing where you can read social cues and stuff, but I think that's kind of ridiculous because humans have invented words to use to tell people how they feel, and I do that all the time, and it may feel weird and janky to do, but sometimes you just have to go, hey, I do like you. I have mixed signals from you because of how you've been behaving. I want to know what you truly feel. And if she is able to tell you what she truly feels and you guys can have a healthy discussion about it, I think that would be the best option. And even if at the end you learn that she's not interested in you and she didn't actually want to date you and was getting mixed signals, then at least you will have a conclusion. This is an open book that has no resolution to it, and the only way for you to solve it is to put your heart on the line, which sucks. And it hurts, and it really sucks to be rejected, and it really hurts to have to put your feelings out there. But it's gonna hurt more unless you pull that knife out of your chest. Trust me, it is going to hurt a lot more unless you actually resolve things in a way that's going to hurt. And if it does hurt, I'll make you a nice home-cooked meal, whatever your favorite food is. And no matter what, if it's a celebration, I'll pull out the bottles. And if it's not a celebration, I'll still pull out the bottles.
You're a very good friend.
I do try. It's not the most tactful solution, but I just say what I feel. I don't really bother worrying about people lying because I'm not gonna bother, you know? I just kind of think that even if Laeth lies to you about how she feels, it's not a good relationship. If she is upfront and you guys are willing to communicate, then it's a step of growth, you know? So that's just my 2 cents on the matter. And I just do want you to be able to feel healthy, you know? Or happy in whatever feelings that you have. But no matter what, you are a very wonderful person, and anyone would be lucky to have you, especially Laeth. Personally, I think you're a bit too good for her, but I do also understand that love works in weird ways, so I'd say shoot your shot, put your heart out, ask for full honesty, and that you want to have a healthy conversation and fully understand what she feels, because if you can understand what she feels, you can start telling how you feel. Something that happens a lot is people tend to assume how another person feels on a topic, which isn't very fair. You assume that she doesn't like you, and she might be assuming the same, and that's just not good. So just asking for honesty, putting everything on the table and resolving it. 9 out of 10 things are misunderstandings, you know? And as we kind of approach the mom's room, I'm going to just put a little hand on your shoulder and just be like, just think about it. I know I'm not the best one to give dating advice, but I've had to talk to a lot of people about stuff that's very hard, and I found that this is the best approach they've ever used. Because if it doesn't work out, the person wasn't really worth talking to begin with if they can't express how they feel. I give you a thumbs up, the most awkward thumbs up that I possibly can.
You are the only person besides my cousin to have given me advice for this, so I think yours might be better.
I think he has more exes than Schism.
Does Schism have a lot of exes?
Schism, how many exes do you have again? Including dead ones.
It goes, that's all of them. And it's a number.
Okay. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. but there's a lot. It happens.
I see. Are you and Schism a couple? For
Kinda, yeah.
sure? Like, is this romantic?
He eats my food. I talk to him about how I feel. I say so. We're open books to each other, more or less. I can ask him anything I want, and if he doesn't want to answer, he doesn't want to answer. I tell him about how I feel about things. It's pretty straightforward, really. I trust him. He also eats my body, but that's a different topic.
Literally, not sexually.
That is not a question I would like to answer on.
No, that's fair. I shouldn't have asked it. That was a little, you know what?
Lou, there is no shame in ever asking a question as long as you're okay with the answer not being given. I've asked plenty of questions that people don't want to answer, and that's completely fine. It's
Like,
always
can I
good to
eat
ask
you?
questions.
Huh. Depends on where you are raised. Speaking of, let's go talk to my terrible mother.
Of course, let's go talk to your terrible mother.
We're gonna go in to see my mother.
Yeah, she's sort of curled up in this nest that she's made.
Hello, mother.
There's the head sort of comes up and you kind of hear that sort of cooing sound.
I have been told that you are pretty good at the binary questions.
Nods.
Right, we came here for your problem. Would you be interested in dropping bombs onto a historical society so we can get to the Eld?
Kind of there's a moment where it is yes, no, yes.
They're not real bombs, they're just alchemist fire.
She wishes she could talk. She could then point out that it might light the whole society, the historical society, on fire.
What a loss. I'm asking the wrong person about this, but maybe I can remember in my brain from books and things I have read, because I've read a lot. Is the historical society, strictly speaking, nobility history? Or history of the district? Like, what's in there? What's there to be lost anyway?
It was the history of Malakon.
Last.
Yeah. With
Well, they would
Hollowhaunt
be-
being one of the original districts, it was an easy place to set the historical society up.
I see you're hesitant. I would add that it would require precision dropping, or maybe a little swoop and grab and drop, perhaps, if that is helpful.
She kind of nods slowly, but still hesitantly. She's a rather large bird.
You got down here. I keep saying as if you said this. I don't know. I don't know this. Never mind. I didn't say that.
Lou, do you mind if I try something?
Sure.
Okay, it's got the mental trait. So I will sit down for a minute and just do some stuff, I guess. And I should have some 4th level spell slots still. I know we fought God. Yep, I have some 4th level spell slots left. So I'm going to cast...
Not a bunch of plants.
Yeah, I used one 4th level spell slot. I don't have a lot of 4th level spells. But we got like 2 rounds until we were like, fuck this, we're out. So yeah, I'll cast telepathy, I guess, and see if I can get her brain, because she seems to have a brain. And I'm going to...
She's sentient.
Yeah, I'm going to think into her head like, hello, can you reply to this message, potentially?
You hear a voice not unlike Lou's in your head that says, "That's been a long time since I felt that."
Have
But
people
yes,
talk?
I can hear you.
Well, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm your daughter's friend, and I'm gonna I guess I can also communicate, like, it's two-way with creatures up to 30 feet, so I can just think to Lou and be like, I can telepathically communicate with your mom. I say, also telepathically communicating with you.
Really?
Yeah, she says it's been a long time since someone's ever talked to her, but yes, she can understand me. She can understand you, too, from what I can tell, so, Lou's mom, but should I just call you Lou's mom?
Her name is Eloquence.
Eloquence. Okay. Just also out of character, just assume that now is repeating everything that Eloquence says for Lou, so it's like just wait a second, back and forth, so I don't have to repeat it.
So, just to double check the parameters, I can think at just you can think at Eloquence, and you're like the middleman here.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. So anything Lou wants to think at her has to think through you to her.
Yeah. Well, you can just
Or
say
say
it.
out
just say
loud.
it.
Or say out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to show off the cool spell.
No. I just want to double check.
Yippee! Okay, so what's your concerns with our plans about blowing up the Eld?
It is more the collateral damage it will cause. I can drop these on, but if you were to do it before you went in, the whole entire building could be alight. And that would cause problems getting out.
I believe that the plan was to do it to cover our escape.
And as long as you're okay with nothing being recovered from the building, because as far as I know, the ceiling is still intact.
What about simply dropping that on the road that we would take to head on? Here, not home. Oh.
That would be an easier proposition. I will try to be as accurate as I can, but it's not exactly like having thumbs.
Have you not had a lot of practice in this form?
Not precision dropping things.
It's not every day you drop bombs on people as a bird.
You should have been a vulture. All right, that is good. That will help with us getting out, I think. Getting in is a matter of stealth anyway. And then we don't lose the society, and with any luck, we don't burn down the whole district.
Could we use some of these bombs as a distraction to help us sneak in?
Potentially.
Well, we do have at least the basic line that she is willing to place explosives for us as long as we point out where they should be. It should be fine.
We don't have to drop explosives to be a distraction to draw them away from the historical society. We just have to have a pretty target. Something interesting and squawking.
Or we could just use Talus.
Also a good idea, yes. No, we need Talus to come with us so he can open the coffer.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
recognize his book.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. We can organize who goes where and the full plan when we all gather together, but we do have what we need. This may be a bit weird, but this spell does have a short duration and I can only cast it so many times. So, Eloquence, is there anything that you want me to tell your daughter while you still can communicate?
Tell her that I am so sorry to have failed her. I have made many mistakes in my life, but Alouette is not one of them.
Why did you leave?
The curse was getting worse. You were so young, and I was so worried I was going to hurt you.
They said you were dead. I planned your funeral.
It was after what he did to me. I think he thought it did kill me.
And by him you mean Papa, huh?
Yes. I truly don't know why he did it.
Why did you?
I'm so sorry. I should have fought harder. I should have done more. It's all I've been thinking about for years. And I've been stuck as this bird for a very, very long time.
Did you ever even love him?
A long time ago, yes. He was incredibly smart and incredibly kind, but he changed somewhere along the way. Something.
The reason you stopped?
No. Never.
And then what about Alice? He has done terrible things. And you helped him.
Yes. When this may be the last time I get a chance to tell you this, so I will tell you. I'll tell you what I can. With Altamont was an old family friend. The Talises are just as old as the Valairs. Our families have been very close for a very long time. And he was the only one we could trust when the curse started to get worse. Magic hadn't helped us. Why not try alchemy? And that's when your father started to get distant and would lock himself away for hours at a time talking with those strange men who would come to the house. I lost him to the Unbroken long before anything happened. They filled his head with lies, saying that if he served them, if he worked for them, they would break the curse. And they made him think that what Talus was doing wasn't going to work. There was no chance in it. They turned him against us. And there was a fight one night. He was drunk and he stormed into Talus's manor. Yes, I did many things. I fell in love with him because I was lonely and we were spending so much time together trying to break this curse. I'm not proud of the things I did. And he attacked us. And he grabbed one of the things that Taras was working on. It was never meant to be used on me or anyone else. And he attacked me with it, calling me horrible names. I don't want to repeat them. And then when the Unbroken learned what happened, they snuck into Talus's manor one night. I was asleep, and the next thing I knew, I was tied down like an animal. And I don't want to excuse what he did. But he did what he did so they wouldn't kill me. I don't want to excuse what he did. What he did was horrible. Horrible things done for good reasons doesn't excuse them. And I think he sees as helping me back to myself is his last act. Any way to ease his soul before he meets the Star Mother.
Do you do you know what the curse? What did Vittorio do?
From the books I read, it was trying to start as trying to survive in a hostile world. Good intentions taken to their corrupted root. Around the same time, the Holy Blood. Their corrupt intentions. Becoming powerful to under the auspices to keep people safe. I think they wanted his research. I think they paid for his research. Monsters to fight monsters.
So, the accusations of heresy were unfounded?
Yes, I think they slandered his name because he wouldn't give them the research in the end when he saw what he had done.
Well, you know, you might be interested in knowing whatever happens after we leave here. And I think you know you can't come home. Probably you cannot even stay in Malakad. But, I am going to break the curse. For Eurideux, and for myself, and for all of my siblings that I suppose just Papa saw fit to keep me from. And then when I have done that, I am going to destroy the very thing I gave almost everything to protect. The Belair name.
I think it's time. Whatever help I can be, I will be.
I think you may be more use far away. Maybe. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for giving me the chance to finally take this burden off my soul. Well, lean down and kind of nuzzle into your hair with the beak.
We will hug the bird. And then hug Nihil for being the translator, so to speak.
And I was just like, there, it just gives you a little pat on the back as well. I was like, I think you need this more than I do, but here you go, buddy.
And then when the spell is over and there's no more that can be said, Lou is probably gonna like climb up to the top of the house and just stop holding back the curse and just scream. Just scream.
Yeah. Hey, Eurideux, I'm pretty sure that's not worrying at all.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
This is cathartic!
It's cathartic screaming. You would scream too if you heard what I heard.
yes, but that means Yuri's gonna go check. I don't know if we want to do that now or we want to do that next session.
I think we will do that next session. We'll open next session with that. So yeah, Tick, why don't you take us out?
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the wonderful episode of Goblins and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on Patreon, please, on our various streaming services. Give us some good reviews. Give us some money if you have any as a treat. Honestly, you guys know it kind of helps make the show happen, because every time I go into the community server and see people scheming with like all the little spoiler tabs, I'm like, I love the motivation. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening. Have a wonderful night, and just, I don't know, man, commit cannibalism. I'm running out of ways to say it. I need to take a shower. I smell bad.
It calls me, he is reaching out, consuming.